Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya at SideGigCrafts. Today's Watercolor Wednesday, and I am so glad you are here to join me. Today, I am going to be reviewing the paintbrushes by Christy Rice that she designed. I'll be linking the information to get your own in the description box. So if you're interested in these, come in this beautiful pouch. And look at these brushes, they're gorgeous. I'm so excited to use these. I needed some new brushes. You know, mine probably have glue and acrylic paint in them, and I thought new brushes might be just the ticket. So these were fairly affordable. And I'm just very excited to try them. I've never used dagger brushes. I haven't used these bigger brushes much, and I've never used these. I think this is called a cat tongue, and then these are round brushes. These are the ones I'm mostly used to, but I'm used to the bigger ones. We'll be probably using a combination. Well, let's play with all of them today. Why not? I actually got out some 100%, I believe this is 100% cotton, isn't it? Yes, 100% cotton Academy watercolor paper pad. You can get this on Amazon as well. I got my brushes on Amazon. I've gotten this from Amazon. See if I can find a link for this. It's been a while, but I'm sure they probably have it as well. 100%. You can see the difference in this paper compared to what I've been playing with. It's much toothier. It's got much more texture, and it's going to work so much more fun. And I thought today would be the great day to get out the good stuff, the good paper, and give it a go. So I've got out my Mungyo paints. If I can find these online, I'll link those too. These are this is my favorite palette. Let's see if I can place it so it's flat here. I don't think I have a way to do it. I can't wait to get my new desk in here, you guys. I'm so excited. That's coming tomorrow. Make sure I'm still in frame. And so I can start putting it all together tomorrow. Coming in pieces, so we'll see how that goes. Look at this beautiful. So I'm going to actually use her bag today for inspiration. This beautiful painting. I was like, I don't know what to paint. I pulled this out and I thought, you know what? Why don't I just kind of do something similar? So I thought I'd use some of the same colors and just do something a little different. That wouldn't be my norm, but I like it. But we're going to play with all of these brushes and see how they work, because I've never, I haven't even opened them yet. Let's take the caps off, put those aside for now, and let's just kind of play. We're going to play on one half and paint on the other half. Oops, there's a lid too. So let's start with the biggest brush. And she actually has the name, I think the name of the brush is on the side. This one's Unshakable Joy. It says 3/4 of an inch wash brush. Okay, let's go ahead and get that wet. And let's go ahead and let's do a wash. Get some paint on there. We'll just use a purple. We'll do a purple wash. A purple wash. Look at how that paint just spreads on that paper. Isn't that gorgeous? These feel like butter. Let's see how that paint kind of spreads. Let me get some more paint. I want more paint. Give me more paint. Can you see that go? Look at that. This is the magic of the watercolor. Look at it go. It just spreads and does its own thing. Yep, the brush holds lots of water in there. It's going to be beautiful. And lots of paint in there. Gorgeous. You can definitely look at that. Now I'm curious if that's kind of fun. So you can of course use designs with it. Probably make some beautiful leaves. Yeah. So whatever you need that wide brush for, there you go. There's a good one. I love it. Love, 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 love. Okay. Cool. There's that one. That's the wash brush. Now let's try this, Forget Rules is the name of this one. It's a 1/2-inch dagger. And I'm all about forgetting rules. Let's get some, oops, I can just put some down here in this well. Let's actually make a leaf with this one. Oops, I'm probably doing this wrong. I've never used a dagger brush before. I've just watched videos. But I can see a great use for it if I can get that figured out. I know I'm doing something wrong here. Maybe I need to turn that more. Let's try that again. I'm sure I'm gonna get the hang of it, but look at that cool leaf. Look at that really cool leaf. Drop some color in here. Kind of play with that edge. We can make thin lines with that. It's just going to take some practice figuring out how to do it. And probably some more videos. Plenty of them out there. Beautiful. So that's that one. Very fun brush. Again, that's going to take some practice for me. I'm not used to that angle on there. Let's use the smaller dagger brush and see what we can do with that one. This one is called Art for Joy's Sake. And it is a 1/4 inch dagger. So we're going to use green again. Because why not? Mix some paint on there. This is probably the brush I need to practice with on that technique. See, it's this side I'm having trouble with. There we go. Well, see, and then I extended it. All right, let's try that again. Maybe not try to tip it so much, maybe. But you can see how I'm getting some really cool lines with it. See to the end? And I love that those don't actually mat or meet up. Really nice. You know, I'm no painting expert, but if I can get something fun out of these brushes, you probably can too. How cool is that? You can add some detail. So we can still get some really fine lines out of this one too. Look at that. Ooh, that's kind of cool with the loaded brush. I had different colors on there. Let's see if I can get another really cool leaf out of this one. Awesome. All right, so there's some definite possibilities there. I can do some fun stuff with that. Next up, let's use the cat tongue. I've never used this kind of brush either. I'm not sure what to expect, but I'm thinking it might be a little more on the floral petal side, maybe. Something like that. Let's kind of play with this one. You can make leaves just like that. That's fun. We can get some flower petals in here. Put too much water on there. That's my fault, not the brush. Gretchen, are you nesting, baby girl? Load that paint back up in there. See, I've got two things going for me today. This paper is one I haven't played with for a long, long time. So knowing what it's going to do with the paint is a little different. And then knowing what the brush is going to do is a little different as well. Both are behaving very great. Let's finish this flower off. Why not? It's pretty. It's pretty fun. All right, let's put a fun blue in there. Why not? Just kind of dab it in there. Let's let it spread if it wants to. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Now, you know my favorite color is the indigo. So we're going to put that in the middle. Look at that. How fun. All right. Now, some of this is getting a little darker than I want it to. Mind you, I'm just playing, but, you know, we want to play and still have something fun to show for it. Let's leave that at that. Look at how this wash brush just kind of wisped and did its thing. Super cool. They're so neat. Okay, so that's that one. So I can do some fun things. We can do some leaves with that. Did I already do leaves with that? Probably. That might be... That's going to be a great brush even for leaves. Oh, for sure. See, I can handle that one a lot better, easier than the other one. Not better, I shouldn't say, but I love that. I like that for the leaves. And then it's got this tiny little tip on it that's perfect for detail. I don't know if you can see that. Little tiny tip. As long as I'm careful with that and don't mess it up. Look at that detail. That's awesome. All right, so there's that. That's the cat tongue. And then this one is, oops, that's for the fine liner, I think. This one is Happy Painting. It is a number 2 round. This is one that I'm more familiar with because I've only used rounds. So let's use some red. I don't have anyone with these. Let's see what we can do with these. Probably just about whatever we want. These are going to be great for detail, for smaller things, for all the things. They're going to be a little bit more, oh, too much water. Boop. If we get too much water, we'll just dry our brush and go back in and soak that up. We can pick it up. And drop some more paint in there. This is going to be much more, what's the word? Focused. Much more detail. Cute little flower there. We can go back in with another color and add that in there. I love how the colors just bloom together. And then it'll be great to go back in for the details, you know, like the stem. My hand is so shaky. Or leaves. Maybe you have a little more delicate flower. It's perfect. Can add some other color to that. Yep, these are definitely, I'd say, worth what I paid for them. I don't want to quote what I paid because I can't remember for sure and I don't want to say wrong, but I will, again, put that link in. And it may not be in everybody's budget. That's okay. You can do this with other brushes too, but I'm glad I found these. These are awesome. These are great. And let's see, this last one, I've never used this size before. This is the Remember Joy, and it's the #1 paintbrush. So let's get some brown on here and do some fine lines on these leaves, because I think that's what this is about. This is just about adding that detail. And having fun with that. And I think my red is still wet down here. Let's add another color to that and see. I don't know if this will show. I've got some pink here. It's probably too light. I don't think it's gonna show. Let's see, let's play around here. Maybe we'll put some indigo on that red and see what happens. I'm curious what the color combo would be. Probably, because I think it'll spread in there. So you can kind of dab it in there. Some of that flower is still not wet, or is dry. Yeah, it's gonna muddy it up. The colors are not good together. That's okay. Burp. We'll just take that out. Look at that, it's an eraser. Paper towels are awesome. Put that back. Still got a little indigo, that's all right. So yeah, these are fantastic. I'm excited. So now that we've played and kind of seen a little bit what they can do, let's kind of do a flower little arrangement over here. Why not? All right, I think I'm gonna go with, actually, let's play with this one a little bit more. I'm gonna do kind of like this big flower here. Got cat hair. Go away, cat hair. And let's do a pink. I gotta get these activated because I have not. I need to probably clean off my palette and start over eventually. Let's do a nice soft pink. You can always add more pigment after a bit, but let's start with this. I'm not counting the petals. I'm not trying to be exact. I'm trying to just do my own thing, but you know, use that for inspiration. So if it doesn't look exact, I'm okay with it, because that's not my art. This is my art. And all of our styles are going to be different. So don't expect to ever be able to, do exactly what somebody else did. Some of you might be that talented, but most of us are not. And you know, we use inspiration, right? Use inspiration. Now what I'd like to do is use a little bit, actually a little different color. And I kind of want to just drop it in around the edges here. I can still use this brush for this. She's got like lines through it. Those are going to be little more detailed lines, and I'll go back with the smaller brush to do those. She does a lot more fine lines through her art than I do. I'm a little bit more abstract, I think, than that. There's a little more detail as far as our styles go. There's that. I'm going to kind of let that do its thing. And I'm going to go back behind there and do some leaves. I can use the same brush. And I'm thinking this light green kind of up over here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to practice with this brush because it's not doing what I'm asking it to do. really my hand that's not doing what I'm asking it to do. It's not the brush. Let's just kind of go along the edge here. And drop it down here. And I kind of want to get a darker green up towards the base. Of that leaf. All right, and then we've got, let's see here. These, I think this is actually a yellow flower down here, isn't it? Let's try that. My yellows are messy. I don't use them very much. So let's just do, let's kind of do, mine's brighter than hers, that's for sure. That's kind of cool. That's not exactly what I'd intended, but actually I see a beautiful flower in that. And I'm gonna leave it, and I'm gonna put one more petal here. Ooh, yeah, that's fine, actually. Maybe I'll do another one. No, let's kind of stick with it. Let's kind of trust this process. Now, here's the thing though. I made my flower facing down. Hers is this way, so there's greenery on it. I can't really stick the greenery in there to blend it. So I'm gonna have to do that technique somewhere else, and that's okay. I'm kind of having fun with this brush. I'm gonna stick with it. Trusting this process. I think what I'm going to do right now, try to get, there's a stem here. That goes out kind of like that. And then she's got some greenery here. She's kind of just fuzzy. Hers is a little more individual, but I can go back and work with that too. And kind of tap, tap, tap. Well, that's cool. So what I'm doing is I'm using that edge and just kind of tapping it on the paper to get this bristly, pine needle-y kind of look. Just tapping it on there. And I can get bigger out at the bottom so it looks like a real branch. Now, one of the things I'm seeing, she's got some different color in there. I'm gonna do that? Because I don't want to go in crazy. I'm gonna use some brown and just kind of drop it in some of these, just to give it that effect. Of some other color in there. Doesn't have to be a lot. We're just suggesting. Some of these are a little heavy. Yeah, I like that. Okay, just a bit. There we go. So we've got some other colors in there too that we're working with. That actually looks really good, I think. All right, so there we go. That's cool. Now she's got some washed out looking little stems up in here too. So we can actually thin out our paint even more so. And I've got some that's really thin here. Let's use that. I think that's just supposed to be like, you know, a filler. Just kind of do my own thing there, just for added interest. And she's got it again down here. Oops, that was a mess. See what we can do to erase that. A little bit shows, and that's okay. Once again, I have never used this brush before, so this is all kind of new to me, and it's not my usual. So this is not going to be perfection by any means. I'm going to go ahead and add some green up into those. I'm just going to add some dots in there. Some of it will blend in, which is perfect. That's kind of what I want, but also a little bit of it will distract from the imperfection of the branches. Because they were imperfect. But what nature is perfect? None. None. We're all imperfect. Okay, I don't know exactly what this is supposed to be, but it's there. And it's mine, darn it. But that's okay. I'm going to actually put some bigger leaves over the top of that and some darker ones. So I'm fine with it. I did get some extra harsh lines in here. That's okay. All right. Now I'm going to go back here. I've got this darker green. I'm going to actually add some indigo to that. And make a really dark green. And she's got some leaves. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna have to do mine different. Ooh. I might have just done that kind of right. I don't want to get too excited because I might not have. That's kind of neat. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's awesome. You guys, I think may have worked this out. I'm just going to keep doing this. What more is there to do? All right, let's add, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It's like, hey, that's cool. Adding some indigo there to let it play. And we kind of need to attach these, don't we? Nice. This might be one of my favorite new brushes. You can definitely do a lot with it. I'm just kind of cross-hatching, trying to fill some of that space in and make it look just kind of prickly and cool. That's neat. You can do the same thing down here. Awesome. Okay. Now, one of the things, I've kind of gone a little bit away from her picture, but that's okay because this one's becoming my own. And that's what we want. So I'm going to add, this sounds kind of weird, but I'm going to add a little bit more purple and indigo. I kind of want, I don't know why I'm feeling the purple and indigo right now, but I kind of want to go over that a bit. And add that in. That leaf didn't go as smoothly as I'd hoped. But that's all right. And I think I'm going to do the same thing up here. See, I had it and I lost it. That's all right. It'll come back. It will. I think I've got too much water on there. That's really neat. All right, so you guys, I just want to encourage you, get out your brushes, get out your paint, and just play. Just have a good time. You see, I've never used this brush before. And never tried this before this way. And I actually am having a fantastic time just giving it a shot. And it may not be professional. It may not be as good or the same as anybody else, but that's what makes us different. And what an amazing, fun little play I had. So I do want to put, like I said, I want to put some details on these flowers, just a little bit now that it's dried. Just, again, I'm just playing with my brushes and just testing them. I want to see what they're capable of and what I can expect when I use them. I'm not expecting perfection because that would come from, me being perfection, and I'm not. But can I add detail? What can I do? And the answer is yes, you can. Look at that. How fun. And we can use this to add little big lines, or we can actually add this and make little lines. I'm just adding a darker color here around the bottom, just to add some flavor and detail and interest, and make it look a little more lifelike instead of flat. Don't want to color it in because that takes away from the watercolor look, right? But we do want to kind of make it look shadowy. Maybe, I think I'm messing it up. Anyway, I think I totally messed it up. Let's kind of blend some of that back out. The idea was there, the execution was poor. But maybe that's just part of my process, right? Maybe that's that's just what I need to do. I think it still turned out nice. Oops, I think I want to go back and fudge those lines a little bit more. Blend them. Yeah, I like it a lot. Now I'm just going to be overworking it. So there it is, you guys. That was so fun. I actually want to add, careful not to touch that pink. I kind of want to add a little bit of green into this. My yellow is dry, so I just re-wet it, and I kind of want to just add little touches of green just to give it some color, maybe some shadowing. Layers looking. There we go. There. All right, you guys, that's it for today. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me try to figure this out. Hope you like what I made. I hope you took away something and learned something from it, even from my mistakes. And I hope that you, most of all, will be encouraged to get out your paints, get out your, supplies that you haven't used for a while or have never used, and give it a go. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I can't wait to hear from you and see what you think. Have a wonderful one. We will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.